Coming up next on LiveWire, we have a really great show for you. We have filmmakers, slam poets, and a few geeks, actually. So if you want to be inspired and uplifted by their creativity, stay with us. Hi, thanks for joining us at LiveWire. I have three guests here from SacGeeks, right? This
Hello,
is
yes.
Bex Francis and MC Shonuff, and Jenny Davidson.
Hi.
So I'd love to talk to you. You're having a film challenge, the SAC Film Challenge. So Bex, please talk to me about it.
Yes, we are having the SAC Film Challenge, which is the festival to nerd and geek out to. So everybody should be interested and curious about that. It's a 3-day festival starting on September 22nd, and it will end with a award show on September 24th.
So on the 22nd is what, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday is usually, starts off with a nice panel, which is available for everyone to see. We usually do that on Facebook, and we have people from all over the globe So it's so funny because sometimes we have people at like 2 a.m. their time from different countries in this panel. So that will happen on Friday. And then Saturday is our big event that we're happening. And maybe, Jenny, you can tell us a little bit about what's happening on Saturday. What are you doing?
Oh, so we're going to host a panel, a film moderator. We're going to moderate the panel together with MC Shonuff by my side. And we host things pretty regularly as a couple. So I'm sure there's going to be some good banter between us, but we'll be there to really support the filmmakers and find out what makes them geeks and the ultimate filmmakers.
So what makes them geeks? So SAC geeks.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes you geeks?
Well, that's a loaded question.
Right?
I always tell the fun story that I always feel like what made me a geek was when I realized I was ditching like basketball practice to play Dungeons and Dragons with my cousins, and then the ultimate was when they kicked me out of the game because I wasn't enough of a geek and I was still a little bit of a jock. So that gave me a barometer of where I needed to be in life.
Oh, wait. So I'm sure the audience doesn't know that we were all shaking our heads in agreement when you said Dungeons and Dragons. We were all like, yeah, we've been there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you weren't geek enough. So are you geek enough now?
I think so. I think I've earned enough stripes, and I've earned enough playtime on the levels, and I think I'm a mage in one game with somebody. So I think I've leveled up enough.
So Jenny, since you partner with him, are you geek enough?
I'm a sugar geek. I think I'm into Disney fandom, and I've got like 1,200 hours into Animal Crossing. So I like the little soft geek things.
What is an Animal Crossing? I'm confused.
It's a video game. It's like coloring for gaming, and you just
cool.
sit there and you feed your little animals and give them nice trinkets and make their house cute.
So we want to get back to the film
Yeah,
festival.
focus.
But Bex, what makes you a geek? This is really important stuff.
Yeah, I have a lot of geekdoms. So I definitely love steampunk, Marvel, comic geek, and also intergalactic, I would say. So including like Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, Firefly, any of those sorts of things I really dig.
Very cool. So how is it that all these geeks are sponsoring a film competition? Or is it a competition or it's a film premiere?
Yeah,
Or-
so it's a film festival, so
Okay.
there's all those things we do are the ultimate kind of prize that people win. There's a $250 like geek MVP award kind of thing. So I guess in that sense it is a competition. But also it's just a way for people to enjoy films and for the filmmakers to put their art out there to show people all over the globe. Our film festival is unique. As I said, it's a hybrid festival, so meaning that a lot of it's virtual, and then the only portion that is in person is the Saturday, which is what they're hosting.
And that, so that'll be the fun part, because
Yes.
you're
The
hosting
whole
it.
thing's fun, but you know.
But you know, yeah, the serious talent here. So you're going to do it at Futures Explored?
Yes, that's where we are going to be having the event. They're an amazing community partner with us, so we are so thankful for them lending their space to us and allowing us to have our screening and event there.
Yeah, so Futures Explored, for the audience that might not know, it's a new large location on our street, right?
That's
so yeah, I've been there a couple of times. I'm loving the space. I love their film program. So I think it's great that they're willing to give you the location or that you can host it there. Okay.
Yes.
So anything else do you want to tell us anything else about the challenge, or do we just talk about SacGeeks in general?
I mean, if they want to find out more information, they can go to the website, which I think you guys have, which is SacFilmChallenge.com.
Challenge. There it is.
There you go.
Yep,
That's a little bit about the event. And we hope that we can see people there. Because that's important.
Very cool. Very cool. So, but I noticed that the artwork that we just put up was talking about Saturday event, but really it starts on Friday and it goes through Sunday.
It is.
Right?
It does start on Friday and goes to Sunday, like you said. But the awesome fun event where you can see these guys here, that will start on Saturday. So that's the fun party.
Okay, so you are slam poets.
We
right?
do poetry. We started off at City College, really, disrupting their campus once upon a time.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I love disruption. Sorry.
Yeah. So it was good, and we got great visibility. I think, what we got from that campus is the same thing that the film festival will provide for these filmmakers, is great visibility, especially since it's hybrid.
So, Bex, are they all local filmmakers that are showing their films? Or?
I mean, it's an international festival, but on Saturday, that's mostly going to be kind of local filmmakers, probably from the Bay to Los Angeles too, and including a couple people from the Futures Explored. Their films will show too, because we had a couple submissions there too. That's all I can tell you, because I'm not the programming person and I'm not supposed to tell too much. But
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
secret,
because
top
right,
secret.
you're gonna have to buy a ticket and
Yeah,
come.
I
Says
support that.
Sacramento exclusive
right,
right there.
exclusive,
Most
So,
exclusive.
so a fun Saturday event, and Friday night they can look at it on Facebook, the panel discussion.
the panel discussion. Then and if they want to see the films, they will have to go to the secret website and put in some information, and then you can have access to those films.
Okay. So I love talking to you. We have to go to a public service announcement break. We'll come back with another guest.
Fog. Not that fog. Fats, oils, and grease. Common sources that contain fog are meat, butter, and dairy products. Fog can clog your pipes and create sewer blockage when hardened. To prevent fog from clogging up your pipes, you can scrape grease products off of pans before washing, put leftover fats and greases into a sturdy container for later use, or trash any fatty food scraps in the garbage. Not the sink. Stop the clog. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Man, it's lonely. Like, going through life lonely.
There is the therapeutic aspect of music, just expressing how you feel. I'm going to talk to Howie about his feelings, make it into a song.
I just loved our last guest, and I have two amazing guests right now, John DeMakis and Rob Gore, right? So there's a reason we have you on. You are, well, John, you and Larry Watson have written an amazing script.
Well, thank you.
And of course, it won our script writing competition as one of the 10 filmmakers. And so I just got a sneak peek of it, and I am eager to air it at our PCS film premiere, which we call it PCS, but it really means a place called Sacramento. So bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
for
much.
producing that. And Rob, you're the producer-director of this wonderful film.
Yes, I am.
So tell me the name of the film and tell me the inspiration
You
of it.
remember what the name of the film
I
is?
think I do. It's called Remember. And so,
yes,
yeah, I think
that's
we
what
can
it's called.
swing that one. Hopefully you will too when
Remember.
we're voting, you know.
That we can remember, which ironically, it is about dementia, so
Yes.
maybe I won't remember.
Well, I hope you do. Hopefully it's very memorable. But yeah, we put this short film together, and it actually came together very quickly. And boy, are we spoiled here in Sacramento, because we have such wonderful people like yourself to work with, and the film commissioner and all the locations we had. Everybody was so accommodating, and we had just a really great experience putting this film together, and we can't wait to share it.
So give me a log line about your
Okay,
film.
in the beginning, there's an actor walking, playing a character at the airport, and then, well, that's all we can tell you.
Okay, that's good.
That's it.
Basically, it starts with kind of a love story, and you see this couple come together, and eventually, you know, they start their family, which is kind of inferred through the film, and later on, you find that
Don't give it away.
I don't want to give
Don't
everything
give it away.
but
It's good.
but one of the characters ends up suffering from dementia, and his daughter is trying to keep him here as long as she can before
Okay,
she
stop
loses him
there.
for good.
Stop there, because
Yeah.
it is good. It's a good film. It's
Well,
well
thank you.
produced. Congratulations,
Thank
Rob.
you.
Hello? Where are you? I've been waiting for about a half an hour.
So frequently we have sort of a mix of experienced filmmakers and inexperienced filmmakers. So people cut their teeth, but you have both of you have been around the Sacramento film community for a while. I know you act, right?
Yes, we
Rob,
both
do you
do,
act as well?
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I act. I'm a SAG actor.
Yeah, we
Oh,
both
really?
are.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But John did not write a part for me.
Well,
So-
I did know that you were going to be an incredible director
Right,
for this
so-
project, though.
Yeah, but
So-
you could have been the
Yeah, I'm the
dementia.
director. So-
Oh yeah,
I mean, I think he wanted me in it, but you know, directing, you know, there's a lot to directing, and so acting and directing simultaneously, that it was better that I stay behind the camera for this one and to get the best quality film that we could possibly get, instead of trying to, you know, direct myself, which would have been miserable. You know, I am so difficult to work with, and so, you know, I didn't want to have that challenge too. So it was just easier to direct the rest of the cast. And by the way, we have an incredible cast. You know, all of our actors I think, are perfectly placed in their roles. And so you're going to see a wonderful ensemble cast just really give their all.
Yeah, it's a well-paced story. So my congratulations to you, Rob, and whoever the editor was.
That was me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
really? You are literally you have a hat.
Very picky. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the benefits of
Yeah.
having him.
But you know, usually my question to filmmakers is, what was sort of the most challenging lesson that you learned? I know you filmed at an airport, which is difficult in and of itself, generally, to get an airport scene going.
You know, I gotta say, everything in regards to locations came through fairly easily. It was just a matter of getting in touch with people, but everybody was so accommodating.
Yeah, the airport was great.
The airport
Yeah.
could
You're talking
not
about
have
the
been
Sacramento
nicer.
airport.
Sacramento
Yes.
International Airport.
They could not
were
have
just-
been nicer.
Yeah.
And of course we want to represent Access Sacramento well, because we want them to do this with us again.
Right.
So, you know, I tried to represent us very well and leave a good taste in their mouth.
Yeah, there's what, 22 years of
Yeah.
filmmakers before you in our film community incubator project, and of those years, I appreciate that the two of you have volunteered your time. You actually volunteered on another film
Yeah.
this season,
Yes,
right?
I'm working with another filmmaker in the competition. and,
Pablo Castillo, and
yeah,
he's
doing Love Seat.
He wrote Love Seat,
Yeah,
right?
and they were all just so great to work with, and it was great to make some new friends.
And he's a new filmmaker.
Yes,
so you
brand new.
So is this a new? Is this your directing debut, or do you have experience directing?
It's not my directing debut in general. I'm trying to think PCS maybe, because I've been in a number of PCS films and been coming to it for 20 years, way back. Ron Cooper and Gary Martin and all those, so it's.
Thanks for mentioning my predecessors.
Yeah, sorry. I think, it's, well, it's, and
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, this, it's like a trilogy.
And you, what's her name?
Right, there's a trilogy. Yeah. And so it's, it's been wonderful to see the evolution of PCS and how, with technology evolving and everything, the film's just really getting better and better and better, it seems, but I think directing for PCS, I think this is probably the first time I've directed for PCS. Not my directorial debut, but
Just for this festival.
yeah, just for this
Well,
festival.
I'm delighted.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys creating this great film. So I hope people show up to our
And remember
film
our
premiere.
film.
Yeah.
Remember.
So
yes,
it's Friday the 13th of October, which is
Yeah.
going to be a wonderful evening. And we hope that, we of course are a nonprofit, so we're trying to fill the theater to make sure that we can have new, extra years of a place called Sacramento. So
So where can they get tickets? That's
where
what I'm
can they,
wondering.
they could call the Access
There you go.
Sacramento office, or they could go onto the Crest Theater. It's actually cheaper to come to the office than it is to go through the Crest Theater. But, accesssacramento.org will give you information.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys,
come and vote
thank
for our
you
film.
so much for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you,
Okay,
man.
it's
Appreciate
seriously my pleasure.
Thank you.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo.
Gracias. Thank you.
What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
As weather conditions get warmer, cockroaches seek for the perfect shelter.
Are they roaming around your property? Call a pest control company.
Are they crawling out of storm drains? Call your local stormwater utility.
If around manholes, call Sac Sewer.
Keeping these pests away may seem inevitable, but ways to prevent them are:
First, eliminate food, water, and shelter sources.
second, seal cracks and crevices.
Lastly, remove trash daily.
For more information on the prevention of cockroaches,
Go to www.sacsewer.com.
Thanks for joining us. I have another PCS filmmaker here. I'm very excited. This is a first-time script for you. This is Madeline McChesney.
Yes.
Right? So Madeline, you obviously had a script in mind. Have you been thinking about that for a while, or was it a last minute?
It was I actually wrote 2 other scripts for this, but they just weren't there for me. And I don't even remember how I came up with the idea for this one. And I wrote it out and I was like, this is it. So that's the one that I entered and it won. So.
The judges, there's some really tough script writing competition judges, and they all seem to love this one. This is a comedy, right?
Yeah, kind of a dark comedy.
Dark comedy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they liked it.
Yeah.
So this is your first debut film,
Yes.
but
yes.
you had a cast. I got a peek at the film. You had a cast of some very experienced local
Yes.
actors.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And one of them being your husband.
Yes.
So what did you have to do to convince him to act in your piece?
Well, when I told him that, I was writing one, I said, the one that the Goofed Up Clones, it's got 3 characters he can choose from, and he can choose which one he wants to play, but I knew which one he would pick.
Could you describe maybe something about the clip?
It's a group of people that have been cloned, and something is just not right with their clones, and some of them are fine with it, and some of them it doesn't sit well with.
So was the intention, it's sometime in the future that you needed to clone their bodies for some reason?
Yeah, it's kind of vague, but yeah, it's definitely in the future, some point in the future.
Please remain calm and relaxed while your new body is waking up. The memories of your original will soon come back. It can, however, take up to 24 hours. Some people experience a flood of memories, while others remember things in bits and pieces. We have provided you with your first name, but the rest is up to you to remember.
Son of a... Something's wrong.
Your new bodies are devoid of the diseases that took your original. Your new body has also been aged down by at least 10 years from the age your original was at the time of death.
This is so stupid. Why don't we tell them now?
Stick to the protocol and read from the handbook.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, so there's something wrong with the clones.
Yeah.
But we're not going to give away what that is,
Yeah.
right? Okay, that's very cool. Tell me, what was the most challenging part of the filmmaking process for you?
Probably just getting everyone together on the same day. I mean, once we got together, it seemed to really come together really good. I had a great cast that they were playing between takes, and they were playing, as their characters in character, and it was great. It was, if I had some film of that too, but they just stayed in character in between takes, and it was really silly. They were getting really silly with it.
And it's when the judges judge that script writing competition, they're thinking, hey, is this something that can be produced in a couple of months over the summer? And so your cast was pretty big for a PCS film, right?
Six people, yeah.
Right?
And
then you had clones of clones, so there was some creative editing in there.
Yeah, I've got 8 characters, but 6 people acted, so. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was? 8 characters? Very cool.
Yeah.
So tell me something else about the film. Any additional challenges other than getting everyone together?
That was really it. I mean,
Okay.
Getting everyone together, getting a cast that, because I was looking for something very specific. It seems that doesn't exist in Sacramento, which is really strange, but probably be getting emails afterwards saying, hey, I fit that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So did you pick up, we do an annual cast and crew call, so for the audience, if they want to try an acting debut or be in a film and they have no prior experience, they're welcome to come to the cast and crew call and just say what they're interested in learning about, and they can volunteer on people's films. So did you get all these actors before the cast and crew call, or did you pick them up?
I had my husband, and then he knows a few people. He had a few people in mind, and then at the cast and crew call, there was 2 or 3 people that I was like, I really want to work with that person, and I reached out to them, and they said yes, luckily. So.
Oh, good. Because, trying to schedule everyone, because sometimes the actors will be on 2 or 3 films, which I met your husband because he is one of the generous actors who donates his time.
Yes.
And so he's in a couple of PCS films, right?
Yes.
And his name is William Marks?
Yes.
Yeah, so he plays comedy, he plays
he does it all.
Drama.
Yeah.
I've seen him, he's incredibly funny. Yes. I'm disappointed he's not here. I was gonna, I was gonna give him a hard time about how many volunteers for. Like, what? You only volunteered for 7? No. So I look forward to it. Is he ever going to create his own script?
He wants me to write a few things for him. He's got some ideas, and so if I write them, then he's kind of my producer and my go-to person because he's got the connection. So.
And you have the talent.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, did I say that out loud? and William, your wife has the talent. Okay, so, all right. So I don't know. Are you going to have a lot of people in the audience on the 13th?
I hope so. I've invited everyone I know, and I keep posting it online. And if anyone really needs a ticket, we still have a few. Because we bought a bunch, so
tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Or you can buy a ticket at our office at Access Sacramento.
Yes.
I hope you're not going to scalp them. Like,
no.
Like for $30 you can get a ticket. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So this is great. I look forward to seeing you on October 13th.
Yeah, it's
right?
a month from today. So.
Oh, it is a month from today.
Yeah.
So get your tickets, guys. It's a great evening. Everyone has a good time. And you get to even walk the red carpet, even if you're not a filmmaker, right? Make sure you do walk the red carpet because we have Sky Alton, who is one of our indie producers. He has his own show on Access Sacramento called Everyday Amazing with Sky Alton, and he is our MC for the evening. And so we want to make sure that you chat with him.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, it will. It will. So after the premiere, what I'm hoping is that the filmmakers will come into the studio and individually talk to us, so that we have advice for future filmmakers.
Absolutely. I'd
So
love to do that.
think about the cool things about producing your film. Think about the things that went wrong. We love all those anecdotes. And any advice you might have for future PCS filmmakers. And if you would, please continue to volunteer acting and for future PCS films.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have 1 minute left.
1 minute.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, I don't know. I guess you'll definitely find that link and buy those tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Buy
good.
tickets and definitely come.
And come out. It's a great party. It's a great evening of
It's
fun.
such a lot
You know, a lot of good films, and the Crest is a beautiful. It's at the Crest Theater, so
Crest
it's a
ha-
beautiful theater to be at. You know, you really feel very Hollywood there.
And if you're
You
interested in
do
being in
feel
films,
Hollywood.
What a great opportunity
Yeah.
to network.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
I think that's another thing. I think PCS is a great opportunity for people to get into, you know, filmmaking and you know, screenwriting and stuff like that. So even if you weren't in it, come see it, and that way you can get an idea what it's about, and then that way next year, you're ready to go to get in the screenwriting competition. When does the screenwriting?
Usually it opens at the end of December.
So there you go.
Yeah.
See, so you can get back into that and get writing your screenplay. Now they're 10 minutes, right? So we got to tell them that they're 10-minute scripts.
Rob, you are
So-
amazing. I want you to
Yeah.
host
10-minute
LiveWire.
scripts.
I got to wrap it up because it's a
Okay.
live show.
Oh.
Thank you, everyone, for visiting and putting up with our little technical difficulties. We are hopeful that you return and talk to more PCS filmmakers next week.